There's nobody I cannot face to look. Let the president be here, I will speak. Let the governor be here, I will speak. Let it be C heads of governors of important people, HNIs, I will still go ahead to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, GLORIA Babarinde is an award-winning broadcaster, a light event compare, corporate communications executive, and media entrepreneur. She is the MD CEO of Light Media, a media organization dedicated to recruiting talent for media houses. She's also the principal coach at Sounding Right with Dr. Glow.
People that say, oh, they get on stage and they're afraid. It's a fellow human being like you. It's not a god. Let it be the president of the United States of America. Is a human being like you. My mom's passing opened up to me abilities that I never knew existed. Losing someone can be advantageous to you. A lot of people just feel like losing someone is disadvantageous. You don't get to see the person again. You can birth purpose from pain.
I saw a research that aside maybe skydiving and all of that, one of the biggest fears of people is actually public speaking. So what are ways people can be excellent communicators?
Number one, realize that it's human beings you're speaking to. Number two, go there prepared. Number three, my mentor will always say something that is better you don't say it and wish you said it than say it and wish you didn't say it.
Say, I see this girl now and I like this girl. How do I approach her?
Which one is my own now?
Gloria, it's part of communication.
So when you see a lady, you want to be friends with her, go there with.
Hello there, Tolu Afilaka here. Yes, it's a new show and it's brought to you by Cafe One Studios. Cafe One Studios is out to create some of the biggest, best content across Africa and to the world. And I happen to be one of the pioneers of one of their first shows and podcasts. On our podcast, we'll be having some amazing guests that are here to stimulate and steer your mind into thinking for possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to subscribe, like, leave a comment to help the algorithm share this video to a wider audience. Let's get into the conversation. I'm smiling because I have my friend with me in the studio after so many years. You know, when I started this podcast, one of the very few people I wanted to have on my show was this guest. And for many reasons, it did not work. Oh, Gloria. Oh my God, I missed it. I mentioned it. It doesn't matter. Oh, Gloria, can you come? Oh, Tolu, I'll come. Oh, Tolu, something came up. Something happened. But today, she's with us in the studio. Because I don't want to mess her intro up, I'm going to read from my phone. Ladies and gentlemen, GLORIA Babarinde is an award-winning broadcaster, a light event compare, corporate communications executive, and media entrepreneur. With a commanding voice and a captivating presence, she has interviewed distinguished leaders in politics, business, and social impact, amplifying stories that inspire change. She is the MD CEO of Light Media, a media organization dedicated to recruiting talent for media houses. She's also the principal coach at Sounding Right with Dr. Glow. If you see her shouting, Tolu, Tolu, I'm that Tolu. Ladies and gentlemen, I have GLORIA Babarinde ni Olufeko with me in the studio. Gloria, how are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Thank you for
Finally,
coming.
we get to do this.
I'm controlling myself not to give you your flowers quite early in the show, but I'm so happy to see you. You're looking so good.
Thank you. I'm happy to be on your show.
Thank you. And this is me saying again, I know it's 1 year, 2 months or 3 months after your wedding, but congratulations on getting married. My first question to you is, what has changed since you got married?
Hi guys. Hello to everyone watching. What has changed since I got married? The way I see life has changed. I have developed some skills that I never knew I had. Some abilities that I never knew they were inside.
Let me guess, multitasking.
Patience. We'll come to multitasking, but patience is one very important ability I didn't know I had. But now I've learned how to be more patient. I've learned how to multitask, definitely, because you're no longer taking care of yourself alone. You're taking care of a whole human being. And now God helps you. Children start coming in. You're now responsible for younger people. So there's I mean, just, a lot has changed, but patience, and I now know how to multitask.
Oh, how about anxiety? Were you, before getting married, were you anxious?
I cannot say anxious. I think it was just looking forward to what is in this marriage that everybody is shouting about. The fear of should I say fear? Not fear. I was just anticipating. I wanted to see what the entire experience will look like, right? So I wasn't anxious. I was just looking forward to it in a good way now, because you could be anticipating in a bad way. God, I hope this doesn't go wrong. I hope I'm not making the wrong decisions and all that. But for me, it was like I wanted to see what is in this marriage that everybody's saying you must be married. I wanted to see what it looks like, and yeah, I guess that was it for me.
But for me, I'm like to you, I have a lot of anxiety because, you're constantly saying, am I making the right choice? Am I doing the right thing? Because this is a life decision. This is the person you're going to grow old with over time. So how was it like overcoming that phase where you can't say it's counseling? Did you seek advice? Or you just knew that, I think I'm the right guy and this is going to fly?
That phase hits you even up until you say I do. Have you heard the stories of where women say,
my auntie at our wedding, she was like, am I doing the right thing with this man?
I'm sure you've heard of stories where brides turn back at the point of where they were about to say I do, and they'll just think about it and say, I don't think that is the right decision I want to make, and then they turn back. So it never really goes off, even up until when you want to say I do. You keep asking yourself. There was a day I was driving to one of my fittings for my wedding, and I know I've never told my husband this. And then I was just thinking, I was in an Uber and the driver was going, and I was just looking through the buildings, and I was just like, God, Father, I know this is the right person, but Lord, I pray I never regret this decision. God, I don't know, but I trust you so much that I will never regret this decision. If I'm about to make a mistake, Father, let something just happen and let this not just work out. So it's that phase hits you up until when you're about to say I do, but you just knowing that you're making the right choice with the right person is what keeps you. It's a different case when you're not even sure about the decision you're making. That fear is very valid. It happens to everyone, regardless of if you're sure about this person, you're not sure about this person. It happens to everyone. But you just knowing that this is the right person I'm going to spend, because it's forever. It's not a case of boyfriend and girlfriend relationship where I can just say I'm not doing it again and just walk out. This one is you will do. You will not do what you must do it.
Yes, and then there's a whole process of, even if you want to end it, there's still a whole lot of process. When you look back and say, now let's just do this thing. And then if you have children again in the marriage, makes it harder because you're going to mess up people's lives. But I'm happy you made that bold move. I'm happy that you're happy. When I see you post and all, and I see your husband too, you guys flying up, and she just came back from Qatar and South Africa. Yeah, it makes me happy. I like when I see my friends win. But let's now go back to the Gloria of, let's say, the Gloria in her youth. You're still in your youth, let's say. But like the Gloria that was growing up, you had dreams, you had visions. What was it like? What were your dreams? What were your visions? What were your aspirations? Are you walking in those dreams now? Did you foresee where you are today?
I mean, I'd always known that I was going to, they say, Papilo, one day I know say you go make us proud. But I'd always known that I was made for the limelight. I'd always known that I was made to do big things. Even from when I was in primary school, the kind of responsibilities I would shoulder on. I'm the first child of my dad.
Of course.
And the only female child. So I have all of my younger siblings are boys. So I'd always taken up that motherly, nurturer kind of responsibility, that innate nature to just want to nurture you, take care of you, ensure you are fine. I was always being on me since I was a child. And so I had always taken up responsibilities that nobody needs to tell me to do anything. It's preparing my siblings for school, taking care of, helping out at home. So I'd always known that I was made for the big things, but I just didn't know how that process to get into that knowing or to that stage was going to look like for me. From my primary school to secondary school to my university days, when they ask anyone to do something glorious, I would do it. I never shied away from taking on tasks, even when it seems very impossible. I will always want to dare to just do it. Even if I fail or I end up not doing it well, at least I tried. So that entire knowing had been there. But where I am right now, to answer your question, I didn't know it was going to be this big. And I've not even started. I tell lots of people that I'm still just doing, when God is just still doing, you're still scratching, you're still perambulating around the entire, just you've not gotten to anywhere where God is taking me to. So And I just didn't know it was going to be this, like this. And
Yeah.
I can't just walk across the street again. People are like, sometimes I'm like, I don't want anybody to know me. Let me just be that girl next door, just going east. But I never knew that it was going to be like this. And that's why I always tell people that whenever you have that knowing inside of you that you're made for the stage, you're made for the star, you're made for the limelight, just allow the journey. Just enjoy and bask in your journey.
Yes.
Enjoy it, because if you don't get to document your journey and enjoy where you're starting from to where you're supposed to be, you realize that you will have nowhere to look back at. When you're trying to look back in hindsight to say, I'm not where I used to be. I am definitely not where I used to be. You're able to appreciate where you're coming from. You're able to look at how far you're measuring your growth to say, oh my goodness, you've actually grown, Gloria. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I'm definitely not doing bad at all.
At all. I look up to you now. You're my
This
mentor.
guy.
But I'm serious. So, you yourself and your mentor, Mujibade, you guys keep us on our toes. When I was wishing Mujibade happy birthday, I said you are someone that keeps even men on their toes. Men actually stalk her. I've been at the casual men, they stalk her, go to her page and see what she's doing. We're going to come to her, and her influence on you. But with what you said, it means that you're very audacious. You've been very audacious, raising up your hand to answer in class, standing up for your siblings and being the first child and all of that. But where was God in all of this? Like, where was that God consciousness? Where did he come in? When did you form your relationship with God? Because, guys, Gloria, when I had an event with Gloria in 2023, I remember Gloria asked me, do you believe in God? I said, I came to work. And Gloria's asking me, do I believe in God? And I said, of course. And they said, can we hold hands to pray? And you pray. I was like, wow. So, it was like an epiphany for me. I started inculcating that in my own event. So at what point did that relationship with God start?
It was, thankfully, I was born into a Christian family. My dad is a clergyman, which everyone knows as pastor.
Yeah.
My dad is a pastor, and he's still a pastor till now. So I was born into a Christian family where prayers, supplication, going to church was very important. Every morning with our family devotion, everyone leading prayer and taking turns to pray to God. It was a routine. We were used to it. Even days when it wasn't convenient, we knew that we had to put God first in everything that we did.
Yeah.
And so that God consciousness was already in me. But your question is, at what point did I realize that God is the ultimate factor? Is one, of course, I met with Jesus. But I don't mean, when I meet you, I don't mean like I see Jesus.
So when your father was a pastor, but that didn't really influence you?
No. You coming from a Christian family doesn't mean that you're a child of God.
Facts.
There are two different things.
100%.
You having that one-on-one encounter with God and meeting with salvation is not an offshoot of being from a Christian family.
No.
There are two different things. And so when I was 14, I gave my life to Christ. Was during a teenagers retreats or teenagers camp exercise, and there was there, and then I gave my life to Christ there, and then I accepted the life of Christ, and I decided to tour on that journey with God daily, making him my number one, my priority, making God the very factor that fuels whatever it is I do. And when I say God, I don't mean God, I mean Jesus Christ, because I have to be very specific, yes, about Jesus, him being my Lord and Savior and guiding everything I do, he leading me, he guiding and fine-tuning my decisions, because sometimes we have our own personal decisions, and when Jesus tells you this is what you're supposed to do through the Holy Spirit, you're able to fine-tune your decisions, because he knows the end of everything that's going to happen to you from the very beginning. And so that God consciousness came at the age of 14, and it has carried me on up until where I am and even beyond.
Wow. This is so enlightening. Okay, so let's go back to your childhood. Of course, you are a communications coach. You do events, and you also train people in the art of communication. But of course, as a child, that won't really be the vision you had. Of course, you said you had the vision of you're going to be in the spotlight and all of that, but that was not obviously what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, what did you?
I wanted to be a lawyer.
So
I love to talk
Yes,
a lot.
same.
I don't know. Somehow I just love hearing the sound of my voice when people are with me. Not when I'm alone. No.
Okay.
When I'm alone, I
Do
don't
you
want
like
to hear.
listening to your voice on audio? Is that what you're saying?
When I'm alone, I don't like listening to myself. I don't like it. But when people are around me and I'm speaking, okay, when I'm speaking, let me explain.
Yes.
When I'm talking, I love how my voice sounds. It sounds
Yes.
like music to my ears.
Yes, same.
But when I am watching a video of myself speaking, I don't like it.
Same. I don't like it.
Oh, we're in the same WhatsApp group.
Nobody likes it.
Okay. So yeah, I just enjoy speaking, and that's how it has been for me since I was young. Since I was young. I said it, I was very audacious.
Yes.
In class, I would head the debate team, represent my school at various competitions. I was the assistant head girl. African Church Model College. So in case I have my classmates watching this, that was my secondary school. And I was the assistant head girl of my set. So I would represent the class in debate competition, when we have any public speaking contest,
Yeah.
which I now have my own public. So we'll come to that later. My
Yes.
own public speaking contest now.
You did that for your birthday.
Yes. So it has always been, I've always been that bold. There's nobody I cannot face, Tolu. There's
Of course,
nobody.
I know you. You don't send anybody.
No, it's not that way now. But there's nobody I cannot face, Tolu. I can let the president be here, I will speak. Let the governor be here, I will speak. Let it be C heads of governors of important people, HNIs, I will still go ahead to speak.
Wow.
And that's how it has been for me.
Okay, so now I'm this is now going to event hosting.
Okay.
So at what point do you now say, okay, I think I can be an MC?
Monetize my craft.
Because some people always believe that, oh, to be an MC, you have to be funny, you have to be this, you have to be that, and there were not many examples for you. There was no Mujibari said was not that big at the time. So at what point do you now say, oh, I want to go into event hosting and all of that?
Okay, so funnily enough, my mom's passing opened up to me abilities that I never knew existed. And we'll come to that, losing someone and how to losing someone can be advantageous to you. Don't worry, we'll get to that. A lot of people just feel like losing someone is disadvantageous. You don't get to see the person again. Yeah, well, there's some things you can birth purpose from pain. But we'll come to that. So losing my mom literally opened me up to the part of event hosting and speaking up and everything. Because, I mentioned that I had always been someone who was audacious, who would take up responsibilities. Yes. But now stepping into the shoes of my mom as the mom of the house, just literally, boom, expanded my abilities. And it made me more responsible because now I have to assist daddy in running the house. Breadwinning was mom and dad. Now mom is no longer there. You have to assist dad. And so I started taking on more streams of income. I had to open up to more streams of income aside from my regular 9 to 5 where I was on radio. And so it was November 2022 when I just thought to myself that, Gloria, you know how to speak. You are very sound. You speak well. You read English in school. Why can't you, and you enjoy this thing, hosting events, helping organizers and clients, explain their brand mission, their vision, their objectives to the audience, and generally helping the audience have a good time. But you can monetize your business, you can monetize your craft, you can monetize your skill. As I just thought about it, that Gloria, you need to brand yourself properly. I've been doing this unprofessionally for about 7 years.
Wow.
Yes, but professionally, just 2026, what am I saying? That's about 8 years now. But professionally, 5 years. So
5 years,
2020.
Oh, wow.
2021. This is 2026 now. So November is making 5 years. So let's say 4 years
Wow.
plus. So 2022 November, I decided to now take it seriously. So I branded, logo, went online, did my normal flyer. Everyone starts announcing, I'm now an event MC. I'm available for your gigs, for your bookings and all that. But as you mentioned, Tolu, we didn't have guidance then. Now we have a lot of people to guide you. Yes. If you need to just go on YouTube, you will see a lot of materials, videos. There are men, even you that you're talking to,
I have video.
You will have video to guide people. But then we didn't have all of these things then, right? So I decided to just start it as a brand. But thankfully, I had been doing sounding right with Dr. Glow. And so a lot of people knew that, okay, she teaches diction. She definitely must know how to speak. And I came out to the public. I told everyone I am now an event MC. I do this, give me gigs. So it didn't also mean that when I came out, gigs started pouring in.
Yes.
I did a lot of free gigs to look, just to prove my worth.
Wow.
I did a lot of free gigs, but one thing I did them strategically. In as much as you want to do free things, you also need to be strategic about it so that nobody takes you for granted. So there was this event I was supposed to host, and I saw Kiki on that was Kiki was going to attend the event, and I thought about that. Kiki is going to be at this event, and once I post my flyer that I'm the MC for this kind of event, it's some prestige. And so I reached out to the organizers that, guys, see, I want to host your event for you free of charge.
You reached out to them.
Free of charge.
Audacious.
I don't pay me anything. I just want to do this. And they were like, okay, they went through my page. And again, I didn't had so many events rather, to post to prove myself. But when I sent them a couple or two of some things I've done, they believed in me and said, okay, let's give it a shot. And I did it amazingly well. They called me back the next year. They called me back the following year, but now paid.
Wow.
So it wasn't free anymore. And I didn't need to even tell them I want to do it. They came themselves because I did it excellently the first time. So I did a lot of free things at the very beginning up until I met Mujibade. That was 2022. February 2022. I met Mujibade. So it was at a summit, Lagos Economic Summit.
Okay.
She was co-hosting with Alibaba. And then I was working at a radio station then as one of their radio presenters. So we went to cover that event. And so I was just watching from the back where I was at the media room, that who is this lady speaking? I just remember that, I follow her on Instagram. I follow her online. I was like, okay. So one event was on break. I went down to meet her. I introduced the way we normally do at events where fans come to meet you. I'm a fan. I love what you do. But I didn't ask for, this is what I want to be. I want to be an event MC. Can you guide me? No, that's a mistake a lot of young people make.
Yes.
So you're seeking for mentorship. And the first time you're meeting somebody is mentorship you're asking for. Do you know how many people are asking me for the same mentorship you're asking for? So I didn't go to her with mentorship. I just told her that I love what you do. I am a fan, and I appreciate you and your talent. Thank you so much. And then I didn't stop there. I kept on commenting on all of her posts. You must notice me.
Serious?
You must notice my handle. You must know my name.
That's very strategic.
Yes, now. So I went into a comment section. I would comment. To the point, there's certain people that will comment on your post, be like, who is this person? Why are you commenting on my post this much? And so she got interest in me. Then she was on like 9,000 something followers. Now that she's about 160 something followers, yeah. So I'd followed her right even from when she wasn't this popular. So it was easy for us to grow together.
Gloria, very strategic. Like, and everything is interconnected. Because I was just imagining if you were not working at that radio station, you probably wouldn't have met her in
Mujibade,
person. Yes. And you just put out that.
If I hadn't lost my mom, I wouldn't have needed to take on extra stream of income to support my dad. And I wouldn't have needed to start an event emceeing business.
Good. Now that you mentioned your mom, let's go there. You lost your mom in the year 2021. Yeah. How was that for you?
So last month, 22nd of January, made it 5 years that she left. And I remember I was at work, I was on radio, and I was interviewing Uncle Tunde Kelani. Yes, I was radio. Yes, I was on radio. It was on a Friday. I just finished the interview with Tunde Kelani. You should know Tunde Kelani, Uncle Tunde Kelani. And we just finished the conversation on technology and filmmaking. And I get a call from my dad that mom has been rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so I just wrapped up. I told my station manager, I need to be home. My mom is sick. And so I rushed home, and my dad called me, okay, pack mom's office, hospital supplies, bathroom, slippers, towels, a toothbrush, everything that she'll need. She's going to be admitted. And so I was packing all the things I needed to take along with me to the hospital to go see my mom. About 30 minutes after I got that call, I got another call from my youngest brother and saying, Sister Gloria, mommy just died. And I was like, I don't get, which mommy? My mommy. How? Really, I ran outside to the streets. Like, I left the entire building, my house, and I started running on the road.
You were running?
Tolu. I think I was running from, it's a lie. I was running from, it can't be true. I was running from, no, I didn't hear well. Probably the call was not mine. I wanted to run and then come back and I hear, oh, it's just a prank, or no, it's a lie. I kept running. I was running. And people around the street tried to grab me. What happened? What happened? I was shouting, my mom has died. My mom has died. And then I was filled with dust because I had
Rolled on the ground.
rolled on the ground. And so she just, I stood up, I took off the dust on my body, and I went to meet my immediate younger brother who was home with me. And I told him, I said, Steve, we need to go and see mom before they roll her body to the morgue. And with tears, I wasn't crying. I didn't cry. Even as I was running Tolu, it wasn't with tears.
You see
I
how
was
that
just shouting. I was in a frenzy. I was just shouting, my mom is dead. My mom is dead. My mom is dead. And I took my immediate younger brother, and we went ahead to the hospital together. And when I got to the hospital, Tolu, I saw my dad for the very first time in 25 years. I've never seen tears. I saw tears that day in my dad's eyes. And he was crying and said, your mom has gone. Where do I start from? That's what she said. And I said, where is she? They said she was in the hospital. She was in the room, in the ward. And I went to her. He had covered white, the way they always do it, white tissue white, cotton wool. I had to open up, and her body was cold and stiff. I was like, Mom, this is not fair. This was not the conversation we had. You told me you were going to be there for me. You told me you were going to walk me down the aisle. You told me you were going to tie your gilly like this on my wedding day. This is the conversation we had. Why would you leave and all that? Well, of course, she couldn't answer. She had gone. And the next thing they rolled her body to the morgue, and that was it. And we went back home that night. We couldn't sleep, of course. My brothers and myself had to sleep together in one room while my dad had to go and stay at his friend's place. Because imagine you sleep a night before
with your
wife on the bed, and the following night you're sleeping alone.
Found.
So he couldn't sleep alone in the bedroom that night. We had to take him to his friend's place to sleep that night. And the next morning, a lot of people came to our house. You know that Yoruba thing, prayer.
Yes.
Say no.
Then you started seeing
And
play
then
out.
we now see play out. So a lot of sleepers of different people parked in front of my door.
Don't crack me up. And this is a solemn moment.
No, I laugh about it now because it's better.
It's like
the pain is that
Salubata.
different slippers. If it's there, it's bad, but different slippers is in front of mine. I was like, Kilo Shele, what is happening here? Shele Keolele.
Both young and old.
And a lot of people like, Gloria, we are so sorry. And then her younger sister came from Ibadan. And then immediately you see her younger sister, you see my mom. That was when I started crying. I'd not cried all through the. I didn't cry. When I just saw her, my younger sister, and I just remembered my mom's face, and then I started crying. And that was how I lost my mom.
So, Gloria, what are some of your fondest memories with your mom? Some things she used to tell you.
So she told me never to marry AS.
Because she always said that.
Yeah, because she was sickle cell. And so she would tell me never to marry a man who was AS. And at a point, I had to break off a relationship with a man who I found out along the line was AS. Even though I'd already had feelings for him, butterflies were in my tummy, it was hard to let him go. But we had to just part ways because it was AS. And I didn't want to, at the point, even that teenage love. We thought, so that let's just marry. We will do blood transfusion. We will suck out the blood from the child and put in. Guy, Gloria. So we thought about it, but we just knew we had to part ways.
Yeah.
And so she'll beg us. Even my younger ones, that was a dying wish. Please never marry AS, because of course we are all AS because she was SS. That's one thing I remember, parting words. Another one I remember for her was always making her hair. So she would ask me to help her weave her hair. I can make her hair twice, and my dad never used to like it.
What does she call you?
Glow me.
Oh, Glow me.
And my dad still calls me that name, Glow me. So I would weave her hair, and my dad never used to like it. Ma, for what can you? In English, which means don't touch the hair of my wife. Well, she enjoyed it, but he didn't like it. Ma, for what carry? And I remember that. I remember her praying for me whenever I had to go out. If I had anything, any major achievement, she would celebrate me as they were hers. She would say, Omo Yaglu, the child of Mommy Glow.
Yes.
I remember how one day where we were sent out for school fees, and my mom was running up and down trying to get us school fees just so we could pay, and she could pay and we could return to class for school fees. Then I remember when my dad was transferred to Lagos, because I was not born in Lagos, I was born in Ibadan, Oyo State, and dad was transferred to Lagos, but we had to remain in Ibadan because they hadn't given dad an apartment to stay in Lagos. And of course, he can't bring his entire family and children to Lagos without having somewhere to stay. So he left us in Ibadan and came to Lagos. And finally, when he got an apartment, my mom had to bring us. So we literally left Ibadan, which was our life. My mom with my younger ones, and my brother was like 3 years old or what now. My youngest brother, and she would be beggar bus stop that day. I still remember the entire picture where we alighted from the bus. She carried our bags with 2 children, me. I just trying to navigate our way through Lagos.
For someone that was
yeah. So many memories, Tolu. Too many. I sometimes I don't just want to remember, because my God, I miss her. I miss her daily. I miss her times when I want to make certain decisions, and I don't just want to call anybody. I want to talk to my mom. I can't even talk to my daddy about it. I want to talk to my mom. Yeah.
You guys were very close. You know, some daughters are not very close to their mom. They are usually very close to their dad. And
I guess I was close to both of them. Equally.
There was a fine balance.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, so what was like one of the major lessons you picked from her life, just looking at her and everything?
Love God.
Her faith was unwavering, regardless of how her health was.
It was. Several times she believed God to change her genotype to AA, but I mean, He's sovereign. And there's certain questions we can't. I hear from men of God that you can question God, but I feel like we didn't just get an answer to that kind of question.
You can question God.
I heard that you can ask God questions.
True.
Because He's your Father.
But He can choose to answer.
And He can choose not to answer. Yes. So I guess it was one of the very many questions. I said, I always tell God that when I get to heaven, I'll sit you down and there are certain questions you answer. You remember. And so I mean, that was one prayer she always prayed to God to change it to AA. But one thing I learned from her was love God. Love God. So she loved God with all of her. Another thing was she loved God's people. Another thing, my mom was she learned when to speak. She knew when to speak and when to be quiet.
Wow.
One thing I learned from my mom: know when to talk, know when to be quiet.
She was very emotionally intelligent.
That's just it. So most times when my dad is upset, she just be quiet, because she knows that when you are done being upset, I will now speak. Then you will now be sorry for what you did. not be sorry for what you will forget what I've done that got you upset.
Wow.
But by the time I'm quiet and you're upset, by the time you're done being upset, you are now sorry for how you spoke to me. You're no longer focusing on what I did to get you upset.
Yes.
I learned it from my mom, knowing when to be quiet and knowing when to speak.
That's so powerful. Gloria, such an excellent storyteller. I'm enjoying this.
Me too.
But at some point, did you test? Did your faith get tested? Like, did you now start feeling? Because I've actually lost 2 people in the space of 5 years that were very dear to me, and it was very, because throughout that week I couldn't pray, I couldn't eat, my life was a mess. I could not bathe, I could not do anything, and I just kept wondering that, is this how life is? So people can someone just faithfully serve God diligently? Because it's my uncle who went to church, he served, he sang. The next morning, he just he follows my mom to the hospital. No, they are going to the market, and he says he just feels some pain, and he climbs the staircase of the hospital by himself, lays down on the bed, and he's gone.
It's gone.
We still spoke on call. I told him I'm coming to his house, and then he's gone. You understand? So I got my faith was shaking. I couldn't pray. I'm just like, this is how our life is. Because this same man had some hopes, some aspirations and goals. Is this how Yoruba would say, like, is this how a glory can just end? You know? So like, for you, how was it? What was your recovery phase?
Hello. So when I lost my mom, I showed up online a week after.
A week?
A week after.
Okay.
And some people say that you can't teach people how to grieve. Don't teach anyone. If showing up online was going to be how to heal for me, allow me. And I think showing up online really helps my healing and made it speedy. For some people, they go off. They don't want to talk to anybody, but they are healing. For some people, they will not even go off at all. They will keep showing up, but they are grieving inside.
Yes.
But that's how they know how to heal.
Correct.
So I showed up online a week after I lost my mom, and it was a rude shock to the entire online community. I didn't have this community base I had then. But to those that knew me then, oh wow, it was. And I think that was still the highest comment I had gotten at that time on my any posts. So healing for me was knowing that I had family around
Yes.
who could hold my hand, and I needed to be strong for my dad. You know, I told you that from when I was young, that nurturing spirit had already been in me.
Yes.
I'm the mother hen. So today they call me mother hen. If you ask my executive assistant, sometimes she looks at me and says, why do you treat me like a baby, like I'm your child? Yeah, because I'm always, even my driver, sometimes looks at me and like, who is this woman?
You do that for people you love. You do it for me unconsciously. Tolu, how are you? I'm coming. Wait.
I'm always like that. I just want everybody around me to be okay. Like, Ashuti Jeo, are you okay? Are you fine? Are you I'm always I can't.
No, why are you not smiling?
No, I don't like it that you're not. I'm just like that. And it's unconscious. It's not like I'm trying to fake it or calculate it. It just comes that way. I don't want anybody around me to
But
be
Gloria,
sad.
you're strict too.
I'm strict.
Yes, when you're on the job.
Yeah, that's it now. Business is business.
This is business.
Business is business for me, Tolu. That one is different because clients have to get value for their money.
Yes.
But when I'm talking about life in general, I'm this mother hen nature. It's in me. I don't want anybody. So I needed to be strong for my dad.
True.
I needed to be strong for my siblings. I was the only female child at the firstborn. And I loved my dad so much that I didn't want anything bad to happen to him because I lost my mom. And if my dad sees me down, he'll be down. But if he sees me bubbly and lively, you want to summon courage to, I don't want these children to feel down too. So these guys are not looking like anything is happening to them. So he will summon courage, pick himself up and go ahead. So I think that also helped my healing because it's a decision I have to make that Gloria, mom is gone, she's gone. You have to move on. It's hard. It's hard. A lot of people ask me that, Gloria, how are you able to just move on like nothing happened? It's because I had to tell myself that what is done is done. Yes, mom is no longer here. Yes, you will miss her. But life has to move on.
Yes.
A lot of people look at me like, why is this girl looking like she doesn't have emotions like this? It's just a decision I made. And the earlier you make that decision for yourself, the better.
True.
Because, yes, I'm not saying that is how everyone should. That was my decision I made for myself.
Yes.
And it helped me. And it also boomerangs to allowing my dad remarry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I got a lot of DMs when I posted online that, oh, my dad got married again after I lost my mom. A lot of people like, how could you allow your dad remarry? I lost my dad 2 years ago. Until now, I've not released my mom. I've not let go. So a lot of people, another thing is they find it difficult to let go. When you lose somebody, you're holding on. I'm not saying it's bad, but when you look at people around you, your letting go can have a negative effect on those around. You're not letting go, rather, can have a negative effect on those around you.
Very true.
I have friends who lost their dad this year, who lost their mom this year, 2 years after they lost their dad, because loneliness kills faster than sickness.
Very true.
And so you see that it's very difficult for them to move on. And they're holding on to the memories, hoping that one day mom will come back. My mom is not coming back. Dad is not coming back. It's the sad reality of life. Life is so fickle. And the earlier you realize that, the better. So I made a decision for myself. I told my daddy, 1 year mom is no longer here. You have to remarry. You have to remarry because I will go soon. My younger brothers are men. They will go for their daily $2 billion. You'll be only one left at home. What's going to happen?
Yes.
And he allowed me search for a wife for him with prayers, of course, and God's backing. And God gave us the best woman ever.
So you actually interviewed.
My mom is the best woman ever. Wow. My mom, yes, my dad remarried the best woman ever. She's a mother to us. She's my friend. She's my confidant. She's a mother to us. And it was because I had to intentionally make a decision that it's better to have my dad alive than to keep holding on to past memories.
That's so powerful.
It's better.
Yeah, it just shows the fact that you're not cynical, you're not someone, you're a selfless person. You were not just thinking about yourself, you were thinking about your dad, your younger ones, and everything. Wow. You're a lovely person, Gloria. And
Thank you.
that's why you're my friend.
Thank you.
Also, something I admire you so much for is your command on stage. You know, like I said, you keep be the men on our toes. You know, your voice, the aura, you know, the charisma. You're not a comedian, but you know how to hold and engage your crowd. You know, I was at Olushola's event where you were the MC, you know, and when Olushola says, I'm handing over to Gloria, everybody shouted, Babs, you know, you infused yourself into them, you know. So, for an excellent communicator like yourself, what are the ways people can learn to better communicate or express themselves on stage? Because I saw a research that aside maybe skydiving and all of that, one of the biggest fears of people is actually public speaking. That is, if you call somebody up and say come on stage and talk to strangers, people are scared. You know, so what are ways people can be excellent communicators?
Okay, so when you told me that you wanted us to touch on communication, I was a bit skeptical because I was like, will people really watch? And then you said something really profound. You said anything that will help people better at their communication. I'm very sure people will want to watch it.
Definitely.
So one thing I must tell you first is you are speaking to human beings like you. There's no need to be scared. People that say, oh, they get on stage and they're afraid. It's a fellow human being like you. It's not a god. It's not a supernatural being that you're speaking to. You're speaking to a fellow human being like you. First, that consciousness has to be, let it be the president of the United States of America is a human being like you. He uses the restroom like you do.
Yes,
he
wears
eats
his
like
pants.
you do. He wears his underwears like you do. So everything, he sleeps and snores like you do.
Yes.
So he's not a supernatural being. Yes, I get it. He's highly placed. He has some power. He wields some influence. And that kind of makes you afraid. But you must first have a consciousness that you're speaking to a human being like you. When that is sorted out. Number 2, always go prepared. Nothing beats unpreparedness. It's very easy for you to be afraid or scared of letting out your thought because it's communication. Communication is I'm saying what I have in my head to you, and you're able to understand what I'm saying. It's not just me talking, but you're able to receive and understand where and interpret it where I'm coming from. That is communication. But when I don't have anything prepared in my head, I get on stage and I'm looking for the words, trying to put the 2 and 2 together. And when I realize that it's very difficult to put the words together, and I start getting scared. So your level of preparation is also very important.
Yes.
If you are a public speaker, you are a communicator, you are a master of ceremonies, it's important that whatever opportunity it is, you get to hold a microphone and have people listen to you. Let it be worth their while. Let them listen to you and say, okay, I got something for what he has just said. Because for people to pay you their attention. Now, I always say something that when I speak and you listen to me, you're paying me something. What are you paying me? You're paying me your attention. And attention is very important to some people because it means I am leaving everything I am doing to focus on you and what you're saying. Then you might just as well make it worth my while.
Yeah, because this is a world where a lot of people are distracted. And
You get? I could be listening to something else,
pressing my
but I'm leaving everything I'm doing to listen to you. Don't make me regret listening to you. Because if to you it's nothing, but I'm paying you with something and it's my attention, so make it worth it. And how can you make it worth it? By going there prepared with what you have to say, that people will listen to you and be like, okay, yes, I'm happy. So number 1, realize that it's human beings you're speaking to. Number 2, go there prepared. Number 3, ensure that you do your research properly. Whatever subject topic you're talking about. I know Tolu told me we're going to come in here talk about communication, emceeing, loss, marriage. I have to read. The fact that I know that, I'm just having a banter with my friend and your podcast is a safe space to share, I still needed to prepare so that I know what I'm saying and I'm not talking up and down. My mentor will always say something that is better you don't say it and wish you said it than say it and wish you didn't say it.
True.
So it's always better that you go there with fully researched so that you can speak from a place of knowledge. It's a bank, it's a reservoir where you can pick information from and you can speak from there. And I mean, go there, show up and show out. Those are the little cues I can just share with you to overcome stage fright.
Okay. So you spoke about preparedness, and then you also spoke about
research. I spoke about also realizing that you're talking to human beings and not gods.
Yeah, so that shouldn't give you cold feet. Okay, but I didn't tell you this, but also meeting people for the first time, or let's say I see this girl now and I like this girl. How do I approach her? What are the words? You know, some guys they don't know how to piece those
Solution
words.
is my own now.
Gloria, it's part of communication. Me, I know what to do, but like I did my research too, and I knew where to take the questions too.
Yeah.
So if I meet somebody for the first time, a stranger, how do I approach them and speak to them, and then have myself in their memory?
Okay, good question. Unless you didn't have a prior knowledge of meeting that person, it's forgivable. But if you had a prior knowledge of meeting this person, you knew this person was going to be at this event, you knew you were going to meet this person, and you were not prepared, then I don't know what to say to you. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Yesterday, I hosted an event, and the group chairman of the event was going to be there. Definitely, I will know that the group chairman will be there.
Yes.
And I thought about it. I said, what can I say to this man that will make him not forget me? And I realized that the man's birthday was Monday, 3 days before I met him. So I said, okay, good. So immediately I went to him. I said, good morning, Mr. Chairman. My name is GLORIA BABARINDE. How are you doing today, sir? Congratulations on your office opening. He was like, oh, thank you, GLORIA. And I was like, oh, and belated happy birthday, sir. I said, oh, you saw that? And I was like, oh, yes, I did see that. Oh, thank you so much, Gloria. And that was it. And I'm sure that when he sees me again, he will remember the lady that wished him a belated happy birthday. Simple information about the principal you're about to meet can help retain knowledge about you. So whenever you know you're going to meet somebody, learn something about them. Do some research about them. Learn something that is not in the open. If they won an award recently, congratulate them on that award. If they did something remarkable recently, check their LinkedIn page. Because LinkedIn is a place where everybody voices and noises their achievements. Check it. Oh, congratulations, I see that you were just listed among Forbes Coaches Council. Oh, congratulations, I saw that your daughter just gained admission to read medicine at University of Oxford. Things like that are not things that they probably would expect that somebody would congratulate them for, even if you were not even aware that you're going to meet this person. And you just, for guys, it's easy. Probably you met somebody let's assume I'm the guy and I didn't know I was going to meet you, Tolu. And I just saw you said, and I'm done. Good afternoon, sir. My name is GLORIA BABARINDE. Say something about their shirt. Oh, I love this white shirt, sir. Don't you think it's going to look good on me? They look at you and are like, okay, you commented on my shirt. I mean, guys do that a whole lot. They say that, this suit,
call you whiny.
So this suit fits me, oh. They remember and they're like, oh, okay, this guy, it clicks. You didn't know that you were going to meet that kind of person. That's some very rare cases, but more often than not, we know that this person will be there. So do some research. Sometimes you can take a gift. For example, the first time I was going to meet Ike Osaki Odua, the goat of event hosting in Africa.
Yes,
I said what I said.
Nobody can argue.
Greatest of all time. My grand mentor, as I always call him. I knew I was going to meet him the first time. What can I do to make him remember me? I took a gift. I wasn't going to go. You don't meet with kings and go empty-handed. It's important that you go prepared. Because you can be asked any question and you don't want a meeting to just go without them remembering that they met you. So what can you do to make them remember? I went, even if it was just a very small gift, I ensured I got him something. And I attached a note to him, letting him know how much of an influence he has been on my mentor, that has now boomeranged and it has had a ripple effect on me. And when I was done, I thought probably he would just say thank you. He hugged me, gave me took pictures with me. And then later, a few days later, I got a DM from him. Saying, I remember you for my gift, Gloria. Thank you so much. And when I recently met him again, I said, grand mentor. He said, you will not stop calling me that name. How did you remember? Because I gave him a gift. If I was just in normal, I just met him and then I just greeted him. Everybody meets people every day. But what makes them remember you is the extra effort you put in it.
Yes, and how you make them feel. Wow, this is a masterclass for you. Wow.
To lose, put the wine me.
You still dodge my question though.
What's the question? Tell me about the boy girl.
Yes, now.
No, ask me now. You said
people want to know how, a lot of people don't know how, because I did my research and I was going through YouTube and I've seen that a lot of people don't actually know how to talk to strangers, people that they have never met before, including the opposite gender.
Okay, do you mean like talking to them about business or about relationship or trying to get their...
It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can just be, I want to just meet you for the first time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like if it doesn't have to be about business or you probably just want to have them as a friend.
Yes.
You know, now ladies are very more aware. They are more aware of when they see a guy and especially ladies that are not in the space for that kind of thing.
Yes.
They just tell me, well, I'm sorry, no, I can't. I mean, that's the highest you get, a no. And no doesn't hurt anyone. I mean, so when you see a lady, you like to have, if you want to be friends with her, go there with value. Go there as a valuable person. You're not going there to toot your horn and to say, oh, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. You could comment about something they're putting on. It could be there, I don't know. I always prefer it than, hello, what's your name? No. It could be my bag. Oh, I love your bag. You don't like the bag, oh. It could be they are on earrings or a wristwatch. Oh, wow. Hello, I really love your wristwatch. I just wanted to ask, where did you get it from? I'd like to get one like that for my sister. Oh, I bought it from, somebody bought it for me. Oh, thank you. And more often than not, women like when you comment on what they are putting on. Their earring, you love the color of their lipstick, you love the color of the eyeshadow, you love the wig they're putting on. Oh, I love your hair. As a guy, you can just, oh, hi, I really love your hair. It's very nice on you. There's no girl that will see you and think that you're trying to chike her by you commenting on what she's putting on or making very obvious the effort she put into looking good. Coming from a lady, and I'm sure a lot of ladies will relate. It's easier than, hello, hi, can I have your name? Wow, that thing is, it icks me. It icks me than you commenting on, oh, I love your perfume. You smell really good. Who are you wearing?
Yeah.
Show some interest in what they're putting on or what they're wearing. Or there's a nice bag, probably my Coach or I'm carrying a very nice designer, right? Kelly. Oh, wow, that's a very nice Kelly bag. Do you have an idea where I can get it? I'd like to. Or a dress I put on to an event and you see me and you're like, I love this dress. I think it would be very nice on my younger sister.
Yeah.
Where can you show me where you got it from? Wow. Well, that's from there, she'll pay attention to you. Try it and thank me later. You're welcome.
Now I've gotten what I want. Yes, because when I had the vision of this episode with you, this was what I wanted.
Really? You'll have asked me since now.
No. I was pacing. I was getting ready for it. Yes, but you also lead me to. You're helping me so much. You're just leading me to my next question.
Yeah.
When we were having the conversation, you said, "Who are you wearing?" Good. And you're an ardent advocate for speaking right.
Yeah.
So it's not what are you wearing?
No,
who are you
wearing? Who are you wearing? Because it's supposed that behind every design is a human being.
Okay.
And every design is an offshoot of a person.
Okay.
It is a representation of a human being. So if you wear Dolce & Gabbana, it's supposed that I am seeing Dolce & Gabbana on you, because that is an artistic expression of Dolce & Gabbana. The same with Versace. If I'm wearing the Versace, it's very obvious that behind Versace, there are human beings that thought about that design. And now, so who are you wearing? What perfume are you wearing? And who are you wearing for the design, and not what are you wearing?
Guys, this is the Tolu that we have been shouting about. Okay. So here's what you did that you said recently. You said, it's not I saw your missed calls. I saw my missed calls.
I missed your calls.
But Gloria, that doesn't sound right.
You guys, what he's talking about is on Sounding Right with Dr. Glow. I coach
Glow,
people on how to properly speak English, correct commonly mispronounced words, and how to commonly incorrect grammatical sentences that people make. So you could just binge watch on it, just sit down with it, and you realize that you don't know English.
Okay, then you said what again about is it 082 Abi 0?
Yeah, but it's now debated. It's debated. It's debated.
Wow.
I mean, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary has now incorporated a lot of changes to their English.
What was it?
So it used to be, they will tell you that once you want to call out digits in a phone number or in a country code, that's 0 is not 0, it's O. And so first 4, middle 3, last 4. I still use it though, but I mean, I don't teach people that anymore because it's now outdated. So you hear 0816, you call your middle 3 number and the last 4 numbers. That's how to properly call out your phone number. First 4, middle 3, last 4. Because in Nigeria, we have, I mean, aside from when you're adding +2, 3, 4 for international conversations, but when you're talking to a fellow Nigerian and you want to read out your phone number, people will tell you that the 0 is O. So 081 this, 0816, your middle number, and then the last 4 digits.
Powerful. Dead. I can't forget you're living in rent free in my head. They say they don't know there is itinerary.
That one, as people, they've dragged me on it too much. It's because the difference between the American pronunciation and the British pronunciation is very slight. But if you watch Bridgerton, Bridgerton, of course, was shot in London, and that's where proper English came from. You realize that it's very, the root there is just a little extra. Probably I overstretched it in that video just for teaching's sake.
Yes.
A lot of times people don't realize that when I teach this kind of things, I overstretch those syllables because I want to teach.
Yes.
When I'm speaking in fast conversation, you hardly hear it. It still sounds itinerary. But if I stretch that particular word, it sounds itinerary.
Gloria, you're so powerful. You fill up a room. Okay. Since we're wrapping up this episode, I wish it couldn't end because I still have a couple of questions, but I know if I invite you for a part 2, you'll definitely come because you love me like that. Anyways, okay. You are someone that I've seen who has branded herself so well. Even when your last name used to be Olufeko. Yes.
I miss that name though.
Then you just transposed into
transposed
into Babarinde, you know, and you just moved and you said you just pushed it towards and I'm like, you guys deal with it, you know, and of course how you brand your events. You're very strategic with how you package your event, how you package yourself to the public, you know. So I want to ask, how can people better brand themselves? As it doesn't have to be event MC, as
a human being, yes,
general,
because as human beings we need to have what we call personal brands.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I got married, it came to a point where I had to ask myself, do you want to retain Gloria Olufeko or you want to change to your husband's surname? I'd built a brand with Gloria Olufeko.
Yes.
Right from my secondary school to university and even post-uni. A lot of people knew me as Gloria Olufeko. But I got married and I'm like, do I want to continue that Gloria Olufeko forever, for life? And I thought about it. I said, no, that's a personal decision. I didn't want to continue Gloria Olufeko. I wanted to move to my husband's surname, Babarinde. And now the point where I was going to make that move was where we were at. How are you going to do it? Because people already knew you as Olufeko Gloria. And so I did 2 things. Number 1, I reached out to Temi Badru, who is also one of Nigeria's finest event MCs. Yes, I know. She used to be Temi Pupola, and she was popular with that name, Temi Pupola. But all of a sudden, we realized that she's now Temi Badru. And now the name has stuck with everybody. Yes. You either take it or you take it.
It's your business.
It's your business. So I had a call with her, and I said, Temi, can you tell me, how did you change it? And she told me that it was gradual, that it wasn't just a sudden change, that she had to first change her handle, that when she changed her handle, she still left her name, Temi Badru name, Popola, at that her Instagram name. And then she had to intentionally, whenever she meets anyone, and they say, oh, hi, Temi, sorry, my name is Temi Badru.
Wow.
So whenever she was having a conversation with anybody, she will mention. Whenever she was at event, my name is Temi Badru. Whenever she was doing anything, my name is Temi Badru. And so I thought that we had a conversation. That was the week after I got married.
Wow.
And so I said, okay, Gloria, hey, it's easy to have conversation. It's time to now implement. What do you do? I said, before I would change to Gloria Babarinde, what I did was now I did an extra. I made a video. Hello, everyone. Thank you to my clients, my fans who have been rocking with me all years. We all know I made a major decision in my life December last year. It's now time to move forward and to start a new era.
Yes.
Going forward, my name is no longer Gloria Olufeko. My name is now Gloria Babarinde. And my Instagram handle will be changing from the Gloria Olufeko to the Gloria Babs.
Wow.
Because the shortened form of Babarinde is Babs.
Yes.
And I dropped the video there. And people helped me share it up and about. And then I changed my handle. Like 3 hours after that video, I changed my handle to the Gloria Babs. It came with its disadvantages, I must mention, Tolu.
Yes.
I lost followers.
Wow.
I lost clients who probably knew me as Gloria Olufeko and they want to book me for a gig. Gloria Olufeko, okay, let me quickly message her on Instagram. And they're searching for Gloria Olufeko and why me or me? They're looking for me and they didn't find me. And they were like, oh, we couldn't find her on Instagram. Oh, no time to be searching for her. Let's look for another person.
Yes.
And they went ahead and they looked for, and they went ahead and they looked for another person. So I lost clients that way. Yes. I lost gigs that way too, because not everybody now knows me as Gloria Babarinde. Sometimes when I introduce myself, that probably somebody has met me before, and I'm introducing myself again to that person, and I say my name is Gloria Babarinde, they look at me and say, Gloria Babarinde, no, you're not Gloria Babarinde. Sorry, it's Gloria Olufeko. I thought I knew. Yes, it's Gloria Olufeko. I'm still Gloria Olufeko, but I'm now Babarinde. They'll be like, oh wow, we didn't know, because not everybody knew I got married. Not everybody saw that video that I made as a publicity.
Yes.
But I didn't stop. I didn't allow that deter me. I continued. My name is Gloria Babarinde, at events, at fly on flyers, everywhere. So on my Instagram was Gloria Babarinde ne Olufeko.
Yes.
But towards November last year, I removed the ne Olufeko. My name is Gloria Babarinde. Now what you see there now is Gloria Babarinde, the quintessential host. I'm talking about you changing surnames. You know, I said it that it's going to affect you negatively. I remember sometimes last year, for like 4 months, Tolu, I didn't have gigs. 4 months. I wasn't, you know, it's a different case when you're even getting requests, inquiries.
Yes.
Oh, Gloria, I want to host, and they don't come back. At least that one, you know that it's something that's happening. You need to probably check your pricing or reward. Inquiries, booking, none.
Gloria, I can't believe this. You have been through this.
Tola was in church. I thought I was under a spell. No booking. And I never prayed for my enemy. I never prayed for anybody in business. It was a tough period. It was who knew? My husband, my parents, and my mentor. I didn't let anybody know. So today's the first time I'm saying it in public that I wait. So when the people tell you that they go through the desert period, believe them. Wilderness experience. 4 months. But by the time God would bring me back from that 4 months break, it was like God made me recover all the months I had lost. It was like a recovery process for me. I was not the one telling myself, hey, I'm tired, I want to rest. God said, which rest? All the 4 months so you don't rest. You never do you. you never do you. Which rest you want rest again? I never pray again in my life for that kind of experience, God. All that God wanted to teach me, I have learned it. Father, I have learned it. It's okay. Let's just be doing as you are doing like this.
You know you pass for an actress.
I've heard you. I've thought about it several times that I need to get into acting. Are you serious?
Yes.
I should probably in the nearest future. Maybe when I'm getting closer to 40, I might just consider it.
Nice. Yes.
So people have now gotten used to it. It has gotten better. I won't lie to you. The first few months will be the toughest. You will ask yourself, I would have just left it as Gloria Olufeko, because you will lose gigs, you will lose opportunities. People that are used to follow you with the handle Gloria Olufeko that they knew, when they realize that they will see Gloria Babs. Have you ever done, has this happened to you before, Tolu, where you are just scrolling through your Instagram timeline, you see a certain page, you be like, when did I follow this one? You just click on follow. You now be asking yourself, wait, you know the person, but because probably the person changed the handle, you now be like, this handle seems strange. You just unfollow. You know better to check whose picture.
What person was doing.
I'm sure that happened to me a lot of times.
Yes.
They be like, Gloria Babs, where is this? They just unfollow. So I lost followers. I've lost clients. But did I gain more?
Yes.
Number 2. Another thing that I looked at was the positive angle. The number of years I have to live bearing Gloria Babarinde far outweighs the number of years I have lived bearing Gloria Olufeko.
Yes.
And so I thought about it that forever, you're going to still be on this earth for maybe another 70, 60 something years. Do you want to bear Gloria Olufeko all through because you've built a brand with it? Why don't you quickly change it now? So that your many years that you have to live, that still far outweighs the one you've lived, you can bear your husband's surname. Thirdly, I thought about it that, Gloria, you've grown with Gloria Olufeko as a brand, but the heights that you are getting to with Gloria Babarinde, if you don't change that name now, by the time you get to that height, it will be more difficult to now change your husband's surname at that point. So the earlier, the better. And that was it for me.
Clarity one with you, Gloria. All right. So, okay, let's just end this with personal branding. So, what are the ways for someone to build? You don't have to go through a crash course. You can just give us tips here and there. Better ways to personal brand yourself in 2026 and beyond.
Yes, please. I'll always say something. Personal branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. What do people say about you when you're not there? That's your personal brand. Not even what you go and see online. Probably your color, your codes, contrast. Nah, that's not it. Your logo. No, that's not it. What do people say about you when you're not there? That's your personal brand. How to build a personal brand for yourself. Carve a niche for yourself. Be known for something. Be known for something.
Yes.
When you want to talk about media, when you want to talk about communication, MC, you already know GLORIA BABARINDE.
Yes.
That's the name. That you can't call fashion and call GLORIA Babs. How? You can't be calling music and call GLORIA. I'm not an entertainer. You can't call tech and call GLORIA Babs. No, be known for something.
Oh, you have done tech too.
But it was related to media.
Yeah,
I did
actually.
real estate. It was related to media.
Yes.
Yeah. So be known for something. It's very important. That's the first step. Make a decision. Sit yourself down. When it comes to podcasting, when it comes to commenting, when it comes to media, emceeing work, you know Tolu Afilaka. That's one thing he has already carved a niche for himself for.
Yes.
People might not know, but they will end up knowing.
Oh, definitely.
So
It's
that's
part
the
of the
first
process.
thing you have to do. Carve a niche for yourself, something you want to be known for. Number 2, keep making noise about that thing. Nobody can carry your business for you on your head like you will. And the fastest way to get people registered about what you do, register your mind in what you do. I'll take that again. The fastest way to get people registered on what you do is to make noise about it.
Yes.
That's the biggest personal brand, though. Not logo. Get a picture for yourself. Get color for yourself. Dress a certain way. Yes, they are all parts of it, and they're just the in additions. But a lot of self-marketing. Today, you can't see a Trisha Biz and be thinking twice about what she does. It's marketing. She breeds marketing. She eats marketing. She's always talking about marketing. You can't see me and be doubting what I do. I breed communication. I breed event emceeing. Apart from me carving a niche for myself, I talk about it everywhere I go to.
Everywhere.
That I'm a seasoned compere and a corporate comms executive. Mojibade, you will hear I'm a professional compere and a television presenter. You will hear Tomike Adeoye. I'm a brand influencer and a media personality. You always hear them. So make a lot of noise about what you do. That's point number 2.
Yes.
Number 3, then you can now go to all of the public perception, social media packaging, color, get a color for yourself, let them know you as. So for me, for my events, they know me. I don't do there's certain hairstyles I wear to my event. Bob, check my page. Bob hairstyles. There's certain colors I can't wear for hair to my event. There's a certain way I appear if I'm not on a suit and I'm on a skirt, I'm on a gown. Those are little things that people, they always know that when it comes to modesty, there's certain people that I'm not saying that I can make a decision for you how you want to appear. It's your choice to make. But for me, I made a decision that to my events is either I'm on a suit or I'm on a gown. I wear the color of the brand. Those are little things that you can use. For you now, Tolu, you know that That's My Time podcast is about personal life, sharing your personal story. That's the niche you've carved for your podcast. People already know you for that. That's personal branding. But you see that's even the last. Before I said carving a niche and then making a lot of noise about what you do. And then the final one can now be you having a social media online presence, having a website, getting your landing page, having your YouTube channel that speaks about you. When they search you on Google, what do they see on Google? I recently tried that thing about a lot of people should do it. Go on Google, put your name on Google. Is it only Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? We are saying Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You have a lot of work to do. Let us be able to say Tolu Afilaka, Nigerian podcast host, MC, comedian. It's not Wikipedia. It's just a 4-5 sentence about what you do, and it has your picture on it. All of these things are personal. I could go on and on, but these are the basics.
Gloria, I can't thank you enough for your time, for the wisdom. And this is the time where I give you your flowers because you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
And for lack of better words, I just want to say I love you so much. I love your personality.
Love you too.
I love the aura. You know, like when I see you on stage, I just feel so proud about the job that I'm doing. Do you understand? It's not, I don't feel any form of envy. I'm just like, these people have the right person for the job. Do you understand? No one does it better than Gloria, you know. And, you know, even you're on stage, it's not a histrionic harangue. I'm sorry about that English.
What's the meaning?
Like they are not exaggerating or being too loud or shouting. You carry yourself with so much grace, you know, and poise, you know, and with so much respect. and you're an amazing personality too.
Thank
It's not eye
you.
service. It's not because you are here. I can say it anywhere. I
Thank
can
you, T.
recommend you for an event
Thank you,
anywhere,
T.
anytime.
Thank you.
I just want to pray for you that God takes you to higher levels.
Amen.
Plenty children.
Amen.
You'll give us 6 Gloria.
Amen.
6
As
children.
God wants.
You want it?
As God wills.
Yeah, you're a strong woman now.
As God wills.
And yeah, thank you so much,
Thank
Gloria.
you for having me. That's my
very
time.
grateful for you coming. Remember to like, subscribe, share.
If you've not subscribed at this point, you've not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Where is the camera first?
The
This
camera
one.
is this one.
What are you
This one too
doing?
is working.
What are you doing? Look at it. What are you doing? You think God is happy?
Good.
Click the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop a new video. Thumbs up for this video. Share this video to your friends, your family, to your enemies so that they can become friends with you. And watch out for our new episode.
Yes, and in case you're having a relationship struggle, this episode is for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. This episode is brought to you by Cafe One in Cafe One Studios. And my name is Tolu Afilaka, Gloria Babarinde. Thank you so much. And that's my time.